Parents need to be aware, conscious that what you are doing and what you're teaching your child, for them not to be able to to be awakened and be on the field, you are actually programming them to be slow and to not be kings. Because in my world, what I am, I'm a Mensa Musa in my mind. I'm coming from poverty, but poverty didn't make me. So they are producing a lot of slow, soft kids, and they want to blame the government in the future.
Yeah.
But truth is, you yourself, you have a responsibility to put habits that allows your child to not be shy and be outside.
2 quick stories and then 2 last questions as we wrap up. When you speak about being laughed at, when I got to varsity and I read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, part of the what you read is him coming back from the army and selling Xerox copy machines or something. And it wasn't because he was trying to make money. It was to learn sales and rejection.
Yes, he did say that, yeah.
And I remember speaking to my brother and a very close friend of mine who's in procurement, government supply today.
Yeah.
I'm a tender.
Yeah.
And I was telling them at that time, they were still in high school. I was like, as much as we're not rich, we're privileged. We live in the suburbs. Yeah. We walk to a ex-Model C school. If we want to be entrepreneurs and we want to be rich, we're going to have to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
And I told them, when you're comfortable and you need to be uncomfortable, you have to manufacture it. And I started selling. Oof. I didn't need to.
No.
In the evenings I'd go to, there was a lounge,
yes,
a club place, nice. And we'd go outside with this gentleman. His name is Uzamani Nguman.
Yeah, yes.
And we'd sell Boerewors rolls. We didn't need the money. We're not struggling.
Yeah. You're doing it because you love the,
And I remember the one time my brother and I, Penson, we went outside in Newcastle. There's the main street, Allen Street. And then I think it's Scott and Allen. We set up a little hawker shop there with sweets and chips and cigarettes. And I remember one of the girls from my high school, because I was deputy head boy at school.
Nice. Wow. Well done. Shout out to you. Yes.
This guy.
No, but to be a head boy is powerful to be there. Promise you, man. It shows that you were a direction.
I was at Rhodes University at the time doing my accounting and economics.
Nice.
This is during school holidays, varsity holidays.
Yes.
I'm sitting there and this girl that had been to school at me passes and she laughs. And I hear her saying to someone, I wonder what happened to Pen. Ooh. I thought he was studying. Ooh. So when you talk about people laughing, it's literally that. Ooh. And it's that fear.
Yeah.
The fear of Abantu bazotini. What are people going to say about me? Because you can't see me going door to door. Yes. Please buy this. Come on, dog. Do you know who I am?
You know who I am.
Sometimes, look, for people that fear that, because it's a real fear, rather go and sell in a town or city. People don't know you.
Yes.
During varsity holidays, go to Durban, go to 100%. Cape Town if you're from Newcastle, where people don't know you at least.
Yeah.
So that you can acquire the skills.
And that's where maybe you might become better. You know what? They say the environment you grew up in has already molded you to think a certain way. So for you to be a changed person, you need a new environment that responds to you like that.
Yeah.
I was not going to make it in Louis Trichardt.
The second story is a family. Do I want to mention the family's name? You don't have to. I'll mention the family's name. I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Very brilliant girl who ended up becoming head girl at my school. Comes from a family called the Patels in Newcastle.
Yeah.
She's got a younger brother, Ahmed. Yeah. And I remember meeting him later on and he'd tell me about his farm. This is a young 24-year-old boy, Muslim Indian family. He owns a farm. He's got, I think at the time, I stand to be corrected. I'm going to be lying.
Yeah.
Let me just give a number.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's accurate, but 200 heads of Bonsmara cattle. 24-year-old boy. And I go visit him on the farm. They busy vaccinating, giving the animals from diseases and things when they inject them. I see the farm, I see the farmhouse, I see the land. And he'd be like, no, I need to leave in the afternoon because I've got a construction company. We're busy building something. And I thought that was fascinating. I was like, damn. You know, later on, this is not something he told me.
Yes.
This is why I was nervous about mentioning his name. So I'm creating a story now that may not be real.
Yes.
If the Patel family is no, that's not true.
Yeah.
I apologize. Later on, I'd find out that the piece of land he has belongs to his father, who was a pharmacist in Newcastle. But it's one of 4 plots that the grandfather gave to his sons, and they subdivided. So already he inherited land. And the animals that he had was animals he was taking care of with his uncle. So he didn't start from scratch.
No.
The construction company he was working in belonged to an uncle of his, but he was involved in the project management. But the way he spoke about these things, it was like they were his. To a point where I'm like, I think part of where we've lost it, and I hear a lot of black parents, don't touch my car.
Yes.
We don't teach our children ownership of the things we have so that they feel
100%.
part of.
They're part of the ecosystem.
So that even when they go out there, they should be like, you should hire our business. What business? You're 17. You're like, no. At home, we've got a business, and I can get the people to come
Start from
serve
where
you.
Yeah, start from where you have. Like why there are people who will be like, I don't want to do what they're doing. What they have is not mine. No, it's yours.
It's yours.
And use that as an advantage for
Yes.
you. I've got a friend whose father is from home. They own funeral parlors, insurance, and one day we were sitting together at my office and we were talking about. He's saying, I am powerful, but I'm seeing him, man. They gave you a start,
Yeah.
you know, and that's what you should be leveraging. I'm building from scratch, and the hardest thing is I have to employ my own father.
What's hard about that?
No. The hardest thing for me
Sure.
is that I don't even have a backbone to cry on. Like I
hear
said,
you.
if I need 3 million now, where do I get it? Because when I call someone, let's say I call your friend, I say, I need 3 million. The thing is, he calls you, say, hey, your boy, man.
Your boy.
Your boy, he talks big here. We don't get it. And when you're building from scratch, it's so tough that you need so much resources to be backed on. Then you get your own people who should be working with you. They don't even, not interested, but they want to use your name to shine on.